narcissist's interest in you is in direct relation to what they can get from you and use. So they're more interested in whatever that's going to give them some kind of supply, or they're going to use eventually against you. Of course, by the time you have children, this also applies. Hi guys, welcome to Co-Parenting with a Narcissist 101. I'm Kate. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed, please do. Don't forget to hit the bell so you know when I upload more videos. All right, guys, when you get into a relationship with a narcissist and they are studying you, like we said, they study you like a course. Naturally, they're studying whatever they can use. They don't study you as a whole, as a person. They are studying specific qualities, which we eventually see that they take advantage of the qualities that you have, the good qualities you have. So they are studying things that are going to be beneficial to them, and when you eventually have kids with these people, the same thing applies. So when a narcissist would know that, they pay attention to how kind-hearted you are, they would know that you are a very generous person. They would know that you are, you are very nice to people, like the qualities that they would need eventually, or there might even be some negative things that you have, or they know that, you are insecure about certain things about yourself, or they'll take time to know all those things. That's what they know. That's what when they're studying you, that's what they're studying. Now, so they might know how of a good friend you are, or how generous you are, but the narcissist might not know exactly, like, things specific to you. Like, they might not even know what your favorite color is. They might not know how or choose to not remember how you take your coffee in the morning, or they don't know why you don't eat your shrimp grilled instead of boiled, or they don't know the kind of your friends, some of your friends what you guys do, what you do with a different set of friends that you have. They don't have any interest in that, because it's not going to give them any supply. The only interest they have is something that they will use. So that's why, when I say, people say they study you like, you're taking a course in class. It's just for whatever that is going to benefit them. That's all they care about. So any other stuff, they don't know. So when you have kids with these people, the same thing happens to the children. They are only interested in the children if they're going to get any type of supply. If the child is maybe good in sports or whatever, or dance class, or some other science project, or whatever that's going to reflect on them, that they're going to say or tell their friends, or this is my kid, or this, so their friends will look at them. That is the only time they're going to take interest in. If the son is a quarterback, or the daughter is in science class, or whatever, some advanced science class placement, whatever. That's the only time they will take interest. That's the only time. Now, if any of those kids, somehow make a mistake somewhere in that, now you see how quick they flip. But other than that, the same way they have no interest in specific things about your life, your favorite restaurant, or your favorite food, or stuff like that. That's the same thing that they do with the kids. They don't take time to know who the kids are if it has nothing to offer them. That's why some of them don't know what the kids' teachers' name are. They don't know. I mean, I can tell you this. They don't even know for sure what grade the kids are without turning around, looking at you to confirm. That has happened to me, So, I can tell you, like, one day my daughter came in and she was talking about something while I was still married to Narcissist. She was talking about something in class with one of the classmates or whatever. And the whole time, she was talking, I was in the kitchen, the Narcissist was sitting in the living room. She was loud, how they are. Everybody's talking, she's talking, my son is talking, and, everybody's reporting what happened in school. The whole time, the Narcissist sat there, did not move, did not take he didn't take his eye off the phone. So they finished talking, and, they went upstairs and everything. So I'm turning to him, I'm like, oh, I think I probably need to go down to, to the teachers or what, in her school. And he's asking me what for. I'm like, what did she just said? She's like, what did she say? And this kid was, you guys know how the kids talk. So talking for a good 5 minutes. And at no time did he turn around and say, or even acknowledge that she was back there. None of that. He had no interest. He didn't move his eye from the phone. None of that happened. So I was telling him, and he's asking me, why am I going? I'm like, did you miss what she just said? Or what was she saying? So the narcissist will not, the same way that they don't pay attention to you, unless something that they're getting from you to file away, they're going to use eventually, or something that is going to give them supply, which of course, by the time the discard stage starts and you realize the specific information, the qualities that they actually paid attention to know that you have, that's when you see that. So with the kids, they don't know what the kid's favorite color is. They don't know the kids' friends. They don't know the kids' teacher. They don't know the food that the kids like. None of those things, they don't interest them. They don't know. So when you start co-parenting, you will see that they will ask you questions. This is a Christmas period, and it has happened. They will ask you questions. What would the kids? What do you want? What would they? What do you think they want? What do you think they want? Obviously they can ask the kids this question, but you see, when they ask the kids this question, it will look like it won't reflect good on them in such a way that the kids will not look at them like they don't know who they are, like they don't know what they like, because the kids are constantly talking about what they like. So they're not going to show that side, because they're perfect. So they can't show the kids that side. So they're going to ask you behind the scenes so you can tell them, so that they will run along and present that and shine. They'll be like the doting dad or the doting mom. They know everything. So they come and ask you these questions. Okay, what do you think what do you think they like? And this happens. But what you're not going to do, is to supply this information. Why? Because when you are married to the narcissist or in relationship with the narcissist, you obviously will agree with me that you are the fixer. You put out fires. You are the buffer with everything. You are the one that things are going up in flames. You're like, oh, wait. You calm things down. And of course, if something goes wrong, you still will take, you are the one that it will be blamed on. They lost their way when they are going to work or they're going to an appointment. It will be your fault. You probably, it's because you're not here to give them the right direction. That's probably why they lost. One of the kids gets sick, and it's probably your fault that, you turned on the fan 2 weeks ago, and that's probably why they're sick. So you get the gist. Everything ends up being your fault. At the same time, you are expected to fix everything. Whether you fix them or don't fix them, you are at fault with everything. You get the blame. So you are the emotional punching bag. That's you. So when eventually the relationship ends, they are still expecting you to be in this role. So if you start babysitting them, in quote, fixing things again like you normally do, because that's what you do, putting out fires again, that you are going to encourage this to keep going on. You're going to encourage this to keep going on, because they still come to you to resolve it like you guys are still married or you guys are still in a relationship. No. So what you would do, like I did, was, you can ask your children, and you can ask them what they want. Chances are that, you probably have visitation right, or that you guys share custody, 50-50. So the kids are there for you to observe. You see, they obviously will not want to do this because they're not going to get anything from it. They're not going to get any supply from it. There's no time. They don't have the desire to learn what their child's favorite color is, what kind of shoes they like to wear, what is their size. I can tell you the size thing was ridiculous. The first year, he went and bought a size 13 shoes for my daughter, who is way past. 13 is, when the last kid's size, I believe, before you hit the size 1 of, then you start going all the way up. He went and bought size 13. shoes, and the kids brought he actually bought it, shipped it. So he came here, and I'm looking at it wondering whose shoe these are, because obviously none of the kids are still babies, but this actually happened. That's how much they do not pay attention to the children, So when this happens, don't volunteer the information. This is a time for them to take time to know the kids. Let them, if they fail at this, then the kids will see it. But you're not going to be there to smooth the things like you normally do while you're in a relationship. What you do is to make sure your kids, if you're buying present for the children, the children, you buy the kids presents. If he or she wants to do what they need to do, they do that. But you will not be playing the same role that you're doing while you are still in the relationship, because that's what they want. Because then they actually think that once the relationship is over, they discard you, or you left them. They believe they still have a link. They still have that connection to you. You can never be away. You can never be apart from them. So you do not encourage this by providing that information. They have access to the kids like you do. Let them learn the kids. Let them provide the kids what they need, because that's what they're running away from. It's not going to be beneficial to them. They don't care about it. It's not going to do them any good. So just like they studied things they needed from you to get supply or to use, during the discard phase, personal things that relate to you, they don't know. The same thing with the kids. They don't need to know that. They don't have the desire to know who the kids are, because there's no point. That's why when they leave the relationship and jump into the next one, there is no thought process in how will my kids feel? I just left the relationship. They jump into the next one, because the kids are the farthest thing from their mind. They don't factor. They never did, really. So for this video, as the Christmas period and gift giving and everything is going on, this is another time to let the narcissist not only see but understand that the relationship is over. You are co-parenting, in quote. We got to put that in air quotes. And you take your time and learn your kids beyond the fact that the information that you need to get supply from them. The narcissists have no desire to know who the kids are, just like they never did to know who you really are. They just pick the qualities that they wanted to use, and that's all. If it does not provide them supply or something they can use against you, they do not care. All right, guys. Get a hold of your mind, and everything else will fall into place. Take care.